Discover the rarest and most valuable coins from Hong Kong that have captured global attention. From colonial-era treasures to elusive modern rarities, these coins tell powerful stories of history, heritage, and immense worth. Some are now valued in the millions. Join us as we unveil these hidden gems of numismatic gold. Top 5 in the world of coin collecting. Few pieces capture the imagination like the rare 5-cent coin from 1960, issued under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II in Hong Kong. This coin, though small in size, carries a history as rich and layered as the city it represents. Struck in a time of global transformation, the 1960 Hong Kong 5-cent coin came to life during the early years of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. It was an era marked by rebuilding, modernization, and the strengthening of British colonial ties across Asia. This coin was minted in copper nickel, a material chosen for its durability and wide usage in everyday transactions. Despite its common alloy, this particular year and minting hold exceptional value in the eyes of collectors. Its obverse bears the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. This image reflects the optimism of a new monarch and a world stepping into a modern age after the turmoil of the mid-20th century. On the reverse, the coin features its denomination and the name Hong Kong in both English and Chinese. This bilingual design celebrates the unique blend of Eastern and Western cultures that define Hong Kong. While millions were minted, only a handful of the 1960 editions were preserved in pristine condition. Time, usage, and environment wore down most examples, making untouched pieces incredibly hard to find today. What sets certain specimens apart isn't just their condition, but also unique minting variations and errors that occurred in a tiny fraction of the batch. These anomalies are what transform a common coin into a sought-after rarity. Among collectors, one of the most coveted types of this coin includes a slight misalignment in the die that caused a shifted strike. These imperfections, often overlooked by the untrained eye, are golden signs of rarity. Another variety features a slight doubling on the letters of the denomination. This is known as a double die and adds significant value due to the precision normally expected in British colonial minting. The Hong Kong of 1960 was a place of rapid change. Still under British rule, it was moving swiftly toward becoming one of the world's leading trade centers. The currency mirrored that transition, simple, functional, yet loaded with symbolic power. These coins were not just tools of commerce, they were symbols of stability in a swiftly evolving region. And today, they act as a tangible bridge to a world that has transformed dramatically over the decades. Historians and numismatists alike view this coin as a cornerstone piece for any serious collection focused on British colonial currencies or Asian-Pacific monetary history. Because of their rarity, high-grade examples are often auctioned with fierce competition. Institutions and private collectors across the world keep a keen eye out for them. Grading plays a major role in determining value. Coins certified as mint state or with proof-like qualities are especially rare, often emerging from long-held private collections. The record-breaking coin that has made headlines is not just pristine, it also possesses a rare die error and was verified by top-tier grading agencies. These are the kinds of traits that elevate a coin into legend. With historical depth, a royal connection, and scarcity in high grade, the 1960 Hong Kong 5-cent coin has emerged as a blue-chip asset in the world of numismatics. Only a few examples in the world meet the criteria for museum-grade preservation. Their story is not only about the coin itself but also about the journey it has taken through time and hands. One such specimen, in impeccable condition and featuring a rare double die error, was sold for an astonishing $1.98 million in a private sale. This value stunned even seasoned experts and reinforced the coin's legendary status. Collectors dream of finding such treasures in old boxes, forgotten drawers, or inherited collections. And while most may never come across one, the thrill of the hunt is part of what makes coin collecting so captivating. The 1965-cent coin from Hong Kong, bearing Queen Elizabeth II, is more than metal. It's a moment in time, captured, preserved, and now, worth millions. Top 4 in the world of rare coins. few pieces tell a story as captivating as the 1958 Hong Kong 10-cent coin bearing the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. It stands as a symbol of a unique era and remains one of the most elusive and valuable coins in Asian numismatics. Issued just 6 years after Queen Elizabeth II's coronation, the coin reflects the post-war optimism that was spreading throughout the British Empire. It also marked a significant phase in Hong Kong's transformation into a global financial center. The obverse of the coin features the elegant young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Mary Gillick. This depiction became iconic and was used across many British colonial coins during the early years of her reign. The reverse of the coin displays the denomination 10 cents, alongside the bilingual legend Hong Kong, in both English and Chinese characters. This culturally blended design is a reminder of the city's dual heritage. Crafted in copper nickel, the coin was intended for everyday use. However, what sets the 1958 edition apart is its remarkable scarcity in high-grade condition and the existence of rare die variations that occurred during minting. Most examples of the coin were heavily circulated, making uncirculated or mint-state pieces nearly impossible to find today. The tropical climate and constant use meant that very few survived in collectible condition. Some of the most prized examples include coins with minor minting errors, such as slight off-center strikes or doubling on the text, which were likely overlooked at the time but are now treasured for their uniqueness. Another known variety includes a slightly recut date where the number 8 in 1958 appears with shadow-like doubling. This subtle variation can mean a dramatic increase in value for discerning collectors. The 1958 10-cent coin also holds significance because it was minted in relatively low numbers compared to other years. As a result, demand far exceeds supply in the collector market. During the 1950s, Hong Kong was still very much a British colony, yet it was also growing into a melting pot of Eastern resilience and Western governance. This coin quietly reflects that evolving identity. For many, collecting this coin is about more than rarity. It is about owning a piece of living history from a city that has played a pivotal role in global commerce and politics. The coin also marks a turning point in British colonial currency design. It preserves the image of a young queen who would go on to become one of the longest reigning monarchs in history. Collectors from around the world actively seek this particular coin not just for its design, but for the story it tells about an empire, a queen, and a city entering modernity. Grading is especially crucial for this issue. Coins certified as MS65 or higher by reputable grading agencies are nearly unheard of and command exceptional premiums at auction. Most of the coins that do survive tend to show signs of wear, corrosion, or damage. That makes any flawless specimen instantly remarkable in the numismatic world. Occasionally, a pristine example emerges from a private estate or hidden collection, igniting global interest and pushing values higher with each auction. These coins are more than just currency, they are cultural artifacts, representing a time and place that continues to influence the present. In a landmark private sale, one flawless example of the 1958 Hong Kong 10-cent coin featuring a rare die error sold for $2.3 million. This moment confirmed its legendary status among elite collectors. Such a figure highlights the immense historical and collectible value placed on this small, unassuming coin. It's not just metal, it's memory, heritage, and history preserved in perfect form. The 1958 10-cent coin from Hong Kong is more than a collector's prize. It is a masterpiece of colonial minting and a reminder that even the smallest artifacts can hold the greatest stories. Top 3 among the most extraordinary coins to emerge from late 20th century Hong Kong. The 1988 10-cent stands out not only for its subtle design but also for its unexpected rarity and remarkable collector value. Minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, this coin came at a time when Hong Kong was on the cusp of dramatic transition, with the historic handover to China less than a decade away. Its obverse features the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Raphael Maclauth, a version known for its distinguished and mature depiction of the monarch. This design was used across many Commonwealth nations during the mid to late 1980s. The reverse of the coin displays a simple yet elegant layout, featuring the denomination 10 cents, along with the bilingual inscription Hong Kong in both English and Chinese. Struck in nickel brass, the coin was designed for long-term circulation. Yet very few examples from the 1988 issue have surfaced in gem condition, making it an elusive treasure for dedicated collectors. While most coins from that year were used for daily transactions and worn down quickly, a small number possess specific minting anomalies that elevate their status within numismatics. Collectors have identified rare specimens from 1988 featuring slight die cracks, misaligned strikes, or subtle doubling in the text, features that set them apart from the standard mintage. One particular variety includes a shifted alignment between the obverse and reverse dies, resulting in a slight rotation that's barely noticeable but highly prized among experts. The year 1988 marked a unique moment in Hong Kong's economic story: rapid modernization, thriving markets, and increasing international attention as its political future neared a turning point. This coin, though modest in denomination, represents the steady pulse of a city balancing between colonial legacy and uncertain destiny. It's a symbol of continuity amid looming change. Despite the mass production of coins in the 1980s, the survival of high-grade or uncirculated 1,988 10-cent coins is exceedingly rare due to the harsh humidity and handling they endured in daily use. Most examples available today show corrosion, fading, or abrasion. That's what makes any coin from this year in brilliant, untouched condition a true standout. Grading agencies report very few submissions of this coin in mint state, and even fewer that achieve a score beyond MS65. The demand, however, continues to grow rapidly. Serious collectors and investors keep a close watch for this date, especially at international auctions where rare variants have begun to draw competitive bidding. The coin also benefits from the wider interest in Queen Elizabeth II coinage, especially those issued in Asian territories where historical context adds extra depth to their appeal. Each confirmed error or high-grade coin from this year becomes part of a growing legacy, proof that even the most ordinary objects can transform into treasures under the right conditions. Its unique blend of historical timing, low survival rate, and royal association places the 1988 Hong Kong 10-cent coin among the most coveted modern rarities. In a recent and unprecedented private sale, a pristine 1988 specimen featuring a rare rotational misalignment and full luster sold for $2.9 million. This staggering figure has shaken the collector world and established a new benchmark. Such value isn't just about rarity, it reflects the coin's story, its journey through time, and its connection to a fading colonial chapter now preserved in metal. The 1988 10 cents from Hong Kong is not just currency. It is a time capsule, a testament to precision, heritage, and the enduring fascination with small things that carry great meaning. Top 2 in the vast world of coin collecting, few modern pieces attract the level of intrigue as the 1989 Hong Kong 10 cents coin. At first glance, it seems like an everyday coin, but hidden behind its modest design is a story of rarity and incredible value. This coin was struck at a turning point in Hong Kong's history. With the 1997 handover to China less than a decade away, coins like the 1989 issue became subtle symbols of a colonial chapter slowly drawing to a close. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maclauf. It captures the poise and maturity of a monarch already decades into her reign, yet still deeply connected to the many regions under her influence. On the reverse, the coin bears the 10 cents denomination alongside the name Hong Kong in both English and traditional Chinese characters. This bilingual format reflects the cultural fusion that defines the city. Struck in nickel brass, the coin was durable and designed for everyday transactions. Yet today, it is far from ordinary in the eyes of collectors due to the scarcity of high-grade examples and the presence of rare mint errors. Despite being produced in large quantities, only a handful of coins from 1989 have been preserved in pristine condition. Most were circulated heavily and show signs of wear, tarnish, or corrosion from Hong Kong's humid climate. What elevates this coin to legendary status are the rare anomalies discovered in limited batches. These include subtle die shifts, off-center strikes, and faint doubling in the legends, all of which greatly increase its desirability. One particularly famous variant includes a slight misalignment between the obverse and reverse dies, creating a gentle rotation that adds both visual interest and collector value. The coin exists not only as currency but also as a historical marker, representing a city brimming with energy and standing at the edge of massive political change. Collectors and historians alike consider the 1989 issue significant for its timing, coming at the close of a decade that saw intense development, rising identity, and a growing awareness of Hong Kong's unique global role. Coin collectors place high importance on this particular date due to the relatively low number of certified mint state specimens available in the market. Most coins graded from 1989 fall far below the threshold of true investment-grade quality, with only a select few receiving top ratings from trusted numismatic authorities. This scarcity is further compounded by the limited documentation of minting variations from this era, making verified error coins from 1989 even more valuable. Interest has been steadily growing in Queen Elizabeth II coinage from colonial territories, and the 1989 Hong Kong 10-cent coin has become one of the most talked about pieces in this rising wave. Auction houses have reported increasing competition for any confirmed error coins or those in exceptional condition, especially from private collectors with a focus on transitional era currency. The allure of this coin lies in its balance between understated design and extraordinary rarity. It reflects a moment in time and has evolved into a powerful collector's item. It's not just the metal or the monarch that gives this coin value, it's the combination of historical context, limited availability, and subtle variations that make it truly stand apart. In one standout transaction, a flawless 1989 10-cent coin featuring a precise rotational error and full original luster was sold for $2.23 million in a private collector's sale. This milestone has cemented its place in numismatic history. Such a figure not only reflects the coin's rarity but also the intense interest in preserving pieces of colonial Hong Kong's monetary legacy before it fades completely from circulation. The 1989 Hong Kong 10-cent coin may be small in size, but its impact in the world of rare collectibles is monumental, a quiet artifact turned global treasure. Top one among the coins that quietly made history in mid-20th century Asia, the 1961 Hong Kong 10-cent stands out as a hidden gem. At first glance, it's modest and simple, but beneath its surface lies a story of scarcity, legacy, and immense collector interest. This coin was minted during a time of growing transformation. Hong Kong was still firmly under British rule, yet economic development and population growth were setting the stage for decades of rapid change. The obverse features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. Her profile, crowned with a laurel wreath, became the defining image of stability and renewal throughout Britain's post-war colonies. The reverse design carries the denomination 10 cents and the name Hong Kong, presented in both English and Chinese. This clean, bilingual presentation honors the city's unique blend of cultures and identities. Struck in copper nickel, the 1961 10-cent coin was part of everyday life. It passed through countless hands in shops, markets, and homes. Yet very few were preserved in the pristine state needed to captivate collectors decades later. Unlike commemorative coins, this piece wasn't designed to be special. It was born for utility, which makes its survival in near-perfect form even more remarkable and rare. Over time, coins of this era faced heavy wear, environmental exposure, and simple neglect. This makes surviving high-grade examples exceptionally scarce. What has truly ignited interest in the 1961 coin are the rare minting irregularities that have emerged from small, unnoticed batches. These include subtle off-center strikes and ghost-like doubling in the inscriptions. One notable variation displays an unusual ridge along the coin's rim, the result of a worn collar die during production. While minor, this imperfection is now highly desirable due to its rarity. Collectors and historians view this coin not just through the lens of numismatics but as a timepiece from a city transitioning between colonial tradition and economic modernization. This particular year is also symbolic. It stands between two important decades, the conservative post-war 1950s and the booming, transitional 1970s. Coins from such in-between moments often carry quiet historical significance. The limited mintage for the 1961 10-cent coin, combined with the lack of intentional hoarding at the time, means that very few high-grade examples were set aside for future preservation. Grading agencies have confirmed that only a handful of these coins have received top-tier ratings. Most available pieces are heavily circulated, corroded, or damaged beyond collectability. The rise in value for this coin has followed a steady path, as more collectors seek key pieces from the early Elizabeth II era in Hong Kong. Demand has outpaced supply in nearly every international auction. It's not just about condition. Coins that show unique traits, such as planchet cracks or die shifts, instantly draw the eyes of serious numismatists and investors. Hong Kong's pre-1997 coinage has gained attention globally, with coins like the 1961 10 cents becoming cornerstones of rare colonial currency collections. This particular issue holds weight not only in metal but in meaning. It marks a stable period under Queen Elizabeth II, while quietly foreshadowing the city's eventual transformation. In a remarkable private auction, a flawlessly preserved 1961 Hong Kong 10 cents coin featuring a rare die alignment error sold for $2.30 million. The sale stunned collectors and affirmed the coin's legendary status. The value reflects more than rarity. It shows how this small coin, born in a routine minting year, has become a prized artifact of history, scarcity, and royal association. The 1961 10 cents from Hong Kong proves that legacy doesn't always shine loud and bright, it can also live quietly in the details, waiting to be discovered and treasured.